In this 2 week, I found some reference of the city of Melbourne, and what I want to add some icon landmark with the city center for my scenes, as I want to show a contrast between my scenes and the street environment. Therefore, I will add road sign, traffic lights, and ground marks in my scenes to experience whether it brings a sense of uncanny and contradiction at the same time. There's a hole in my scenes. The filling of this hole shows a similarity to sewers, so I'm looking for some reference of sewers to create a realistic sewer scenes. I need to use a water shader to highlight the moisture of the sewers. I also want to emphasize the feeling of fear, as I hate moisture in some cases, and the sound of water is important to achieve the feeling of uncanny. Therefore, when the player passes through here, the sound of flowing water is crucial. As players start the games here, and my theme is related to office, I decide to design a simple office scene here to emphasize the feeling of office. I'm incorporating traffic lights and signs for the road into my office design. The image now I'm showing you, it's a contrast between the previous scenes and the scenes with traffic signs and roads. Once I finish all the refinements, the problem I currently encounter is whether I need to add more objects to emphasize the uncanny and paradoxical feeling. However, it will affect the feelings of emptiness and unease, uncanny in the environment if there are too many objects. Therefore, I need to find another way to start exploring my project. In addition, by playtesting with my friend, I realized that I should looking for different ways to approach the concept rather than blindly adding objects. In order to display the sound of footsteps in the games, I record myself walking before editing the sounds by using auditions. I trim a section of the walking sound and use sound reverb to create a sense of spaceness, as it emphasizes the fear of the environment and darkness. Additionally, the element of echo is critical in the scenes, as it enhances the sense of wideness as well. However, when I edit the soundtrack, the footsteps feel far and faint. Therefore, I need to add a clear sound of footstep to show that the footstep is coming from the character. I'm wondering how animation work with my scenes. Thus, I start to experience with Maya deform animations. By testing the animations of wave, compressed, distort onto my monitor, it shows a weird animation style. I think it's interesting to see the monitor animations in my scene, because monitor, it's not a live object. And also, these distort animations brings a sense of uncanny. While I'm designing the animations, it inspired me a cartoon, Tom and Jerry. I really love the scenes that Tom has been stretched into a line. This kind of humor art style will be interesting for my monitor animations. Consequently, I redesigned my monitor animations by using the style of Tom and Jerry cartoons, stretching the monitor and squeezing into a small part. In order to improve the animations, I'll add a ball behind the monitor and design a jumping monitor. The jumping animations will bring the monitor alive, and I hope it can bring the sense of uncanny into my scenes. I also make an animation for my ladders. As the ladder looks like a railway, I want to make a ladders moving around the wall. I designed the navigations for the ladders and also make a ladder curved. There is a big issue that I need to figure out before continuing on the animation, as I'm using Maya 2023 of LiveLink and Unreal Engine 5 with 5.1 versions. It doesn't support my animation. I have tried to export my file with FBX and ChatG. It doesn't work either. I have looked for the help on Unreal Community and Microsoft Teams. According to the Power in Game Club, the version of my Unreal doesn't support Maya LiveLink. Thus, I either redesign the scene in different Unreal version or looking for the other way to figure out the animations. Before continuing on the animations, I'm looking for the texture shader graph. I want to use glitching effect to design the scenes, as I want to experience whether the effect can improve the feeling of uncanny and contradiction. I have found a tutorial related to Unreal Glitching Shader, and I tried to play with the shader. It works very well with the red and green channel, and it worked with the pixelations as well. In order to feel more paradoxical, I improved the feeling of pixelation of the screen, and the feeling of the scenes currently brings a sense of dreaminess. In addition, I play with the post-processing in Unreal by changing the temperature of the scenes. Instead of purple, I highlight with cold color tones, as blue tone in this case is more creepy. But the idea of the project is to accentuate the contradiction between dream feeling and uncanny feeling. I need to do more testing on the post-processing in the future. I keep playing with the shader graph of glitching instead of playing the effect on the camera. I try to present on the object. I start to present on existing sign. By controlling the object's world positions, it displays a weird wiggle. However, as all the existing signs has been grouped into one object, I need to separate in Maya, as it is no need to show all the wiggling on each existing sign. I'm not sure whether the glitching effect fit in the liquid. I need to discuss and getting feedback from my playtester in the further study. What I need to do is to refine the exercise and redesign its shader. While I'm polishing the shader, I'll keep tracking with the solution of the animations. Also, playing with the lighting and sound trends are important for my scene. So I'll keep experiencing the lighting and shader during the project.